All right, guys, my first filming of 2024. I've been out fishing a few times. I haven't filmed yet, so this is gonna be my first filming session. Like I said, I don't think you guys seen the unboxing yet. I don't think I uploaded it, but we had a bunch of snow a couple days ago. April 2nd or 3rd, we got like 5-6 inches. It coated the ground for like 2 days. We got a bunch of rain, this, that, and the other. So you can see here, we got a lot of flooding now. Water is extremely high and very murky and dirty. So right now, I just got the Evo chatterbait tied on here with a Powell Endurance rod. And I got the Z-Man Goat as a trailer, throwing that lava crawl style. And then we're just gonna throw a jig around some of this flooded structure, wood and timber and stuff like that. I'm using that new Jordan Lee dock skipping rod with my SLX DC. So we're gonna start with the moving bait. Again, I'm not expecting much, but we're gonna see what happens. And I might as well start along all this flooded timber, this flooded dock and things like that. We'll start there and make our way around. So this is almost like a backwater little pool off the river. So I'm hoping, spring is supposed to be here, but it hasn't been yet. But as the days get warmer and stuff like that, I'm hoping some of these big girls are gonna be pushing up in here, getting ready to spawn. I don't think we're anywhere near that yet, but I will definitely be watching this area, and I think we should have some good luck. But today, I'm just getting out, doing some fishing. Kind of nice out today, a high of 50. It's like 45 or so right now. So not super warm, but we are out here. And let's toss it around, see how the new camera does, get this gear into action, and let's see if we can come up with something cool. Like I said, the water is very murky, really muddy, so thought I'd definitely try off with this chatterbait, something that gives a good vibration. Fish this dock, all this grass and timber. See if there's any fish holding near anything. Like I said, the water is probably freezing cold, but the weather's been so cold, so off and backwards. There might not even be any bass up shallow. They still might be at, the deep staging points and stuff like that. They might not even be pushed up anywhere near here. But I thought I'd throw it around for a little bit. Target the bank. I can fish out deeper too here. I'm not sure how deep it gets out here, but fishing that jig, I'm gonna have to really target certain structures because this water's so muddy that you're visibly gonna have to see the structure or know where it's at and throw at it. Otherwise you'll be just wasting casts. And I may try a couple other spots today too. We'll see. See if we can find some cleaner water also. But I'm guessing everything is going to be very murky like this, with the amount of rain and snow we've had and everything just melting at once. Because this little backwater area is usually pretty clear. I've only fished here a handful of times. Caught a few bass. Never fished here during the springtime though. That's something I wanted to do this year. And of course, the weather has been horrid. But you see you can see some of the visible timber. I'll come back through with the jig, you know, kind of pitch and flip around those areas. See if there's any bass around them. And all my action, guys, I do with the reel handle. You know, I just give it burst. Sometimes I'll rip the rod to rip it out of grass or something. But everything is with the reel handle, doing those little subtle jerks, changing the cadence of the bait. See if I can swim it by this log here, or branch, whatever it may be. And the best thing to do right now is cover water. Really keep her moving. See if we can find something going on. Like I said, I'm done with GoPro. I am tired of their cameras. I mean, I've been with GoPro since the Hero 3, and I've gotten every one since then. And I've always had issues with every camera they've had. And I just kept buying them anyway and dealing with it. And I just had enough. So we are now using the DJI Osmo Action 4. You guys will have to let me know how it seems here for you guys, if you guys like it or not. Nice to be back having the chesty on and the action camera. I'm over the GoPros, over the freezing and everything else. No thank you. Losing so much footage and not knowing the camera's frozen when it is sucks. Let's see what it looks like back over here. Like I said, I've only fished here a few times and I haven't really scoured out a bunch of different places. Don't really know what the best methods are here, what baits they like, and where to really go. But I think beyond this island, I don't know if you guys can see it, but across the way beyond the island, I think is the main little river area. And that may be some of the stuff to still be fishing, because they may not be back up in here. They should be very soon when this weather starts to stable and keep a consistent temperature. These fish should start moving back into these little calm pools of water and coves and things like that. Great spawning areas. And definitely plenty of places here to be flipping or pitching, whatever you guys like to call it. You know, a jig or Texas rig, things like that. Perfect little spots. Go and pick up our jig. Check the drag on this guy. Take our jig. fish some of the structure we can visibly see. See if we could drop it on a fish, maybe just sitting. Kind of just fishing in front of the dock a little bit, seeing if I can feel anything down there. I feel like there is some timber and stuff down there that I'm hopping over. Probably a lot of brush and logs and timber from all this flooding and stuff we've gotten. And I think I'll just make my way around this area. I'll carry the jig with me, but I'll only fish it where I see, you know, some structure, and then I'll throw the chatterbait down the bank, see if anything's moved up or in. I don't feel nothing over there. And who knows, there could be a big bass already pushed in too, shallow on the bank. You know, not all the fish move in at the exact same time, so you just never know. To me, the conditions are not in my favor, that's for sure, but like, man, if the water was warmer and this stayed flooded for a while, pitch it right up in this flooded area. And the bait I'm using, this jig is the Trash Master jig. That's why I tied this one on, because I figured wherever I fished was going to be, you know, flooded and lots of debris, and this jig just comes through covered stuff so well. And that's why I ended up grabbing this one. Ooh, that wind is chilly though when it blows. You know, like I said, it's probably like 43 to 45 degrees. I was supposed to get up to 50 today, but then again, you know, with that wind chill, you probably, you know, it probably feels like 38, 40. And it's been like this forever, it feels like. We had a couple decent days in February, actually. That's when I started to get out and fish, in late February, early March. By a couple days, I mean probably like 7 or 8 decent days. And then ever since then, it has been ice cold. And it's either been freezing rain, straight rain, snow, or like, you know, winds up in the 40s to 50s. Been insane. It's been insane. But any kind of sticks and wood I see sticking up out there, I'm just making casts at. Alright, well, flipping that brush, I don't want to bore you guys too much, but all that brush you saw when I was fishing the chatterbait went back through with the jig, and no takers at all. So gonna walk around with the chatterbait, and we're just gonna cover this water really quick and then try probably another location on the way back home here. But like I said, I just wanted to get out, get some casting in, see what the water looked like after all this rain and snow, and just see what was going on, because you just never know. My guess is the fish are probably not up in here yet, if I had to guess. But man, you can just see the amount of timber and stuff that was washed up here. And I came like 2 days after the rain. You can see probably where the water was. I mean, it just blew a bunch of junk in. There's one little like little divot back here, or channel, or whatever it is. Goes back into a little pocket. That's where I want to walk to before I go to my next location. Just because if there is a big bass up in here and they're shallow, or they're, you know, an early spawner or something like that, that is definitely an area where they go for sure. And I hope the video looks good. You guys will have to let me know what it looks like compared to like the GoPro and stuff. Like I said, all last season I really didn't film a whole lot. I actually started using my phone because I was over the GoPro issues I was having, and I wanted to wait to see what kind of camera I was going to try to go with or get. And DJI is the one I ended up picking, and I don't think I have any regrets. Has a great magnetic, you know, mount system. All their mounts are magnetic, easy, interchangeable, in and out, hassle free, really nice. Pretty sure they have better batteries. I can run the camera and it don't freeze. I'm not losing data. I think it has a better internal mic, and you can just hook up mics a lot better to it in general. GoPro, you got to get like a media thing to hook up certain mics. This guy, you can just hook up like the rodeo mic or anything like that and be good to go. But even just the standard mic that's in it, oh, I thought that was a bite, is good. I want to fish right over here again because I might have hit a piece of structure out here or something. That or is grass, because there is a lot of grass in here that's probably starting to grow too. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, it is grass of some sort. Okay. I think the summertime when I fished this, it was pretty clear. But you know, like 20 yards out or whatever, you know, you have a nice grass line. So it was nice to have that visual effect and know where to fish, you know, a drop shot or a crawl or whatever, right on that edge grass line, and it would get munched. But see, look at it. This is, all this stuff is normally not water. This is all flooded. I just cast it into something. I don't want to lose the chatterbait yet. We got it. Whatever I was stuck on. Let me check my line real quick. Alright, we're alright. But yeah, this is very flooded. Very flooded. Wow. Because last season I would walk, I don't even remember because it's so flooded now, but some of this is part of the bank, and I'd be able to walk over into the trees over there and make my way around the other side of this little backwater pool area. And honestly, now I can't do that at all. So yeah, actually I didn't think it was too flooded by looking where I was fishing, you know, by that dock. I mean, the dock ramp was underwater, but it didn't look too bad. But now seeing this, yeah, we're super flooded. I think they're still going to be on the main part of the lakes, or even rivers, main parts of the body of the water you're fishing. and like deeper secondary points, you know, staging up, getting ready to move in. Since the way the weather has been in Illinois, these fish are probably, you know, coming off the main lake, hitting that secondary point, think about moving in. You get bad weather, you get a storm or something, now they're pushing back out. Something else happens, they push farther back out. And they've probably been doing that for, you know, 2 weeks. They're probably just going like this. Don't know what to do. And then we'll see you guys in a different spot. I want to check another creek, see what the water levels look like there, see how dirty it is, and go from there. All right, well, location 2. I can't even go across the bridge because it's flooded, so I really can't fish much of this little creek. But honestly, if I had my wading shoes on, you know, I could walk across there. It's not really flooded too deep, but it's running over the bridge you'd normally drive over into this park area. See, it's washed up big timber. It's flowing really good, but I will fish up this way a little bit. I got a little tube tied on here, and I'm just gonna fish up this stream a little bit, see if there's anything around. And yeah, again, I'm not expecting too much. Just everything I see is flooded and just washed up and doesn't look great. But let's throw the tube around, fish a little more of this slacker water, see what we can do. I've caught some decent smallmouth in this creek in the past. Really fun creek to fish. And again, it's usually very clear. And of course, everything is Mississippi brown. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my little fishing adventure. Let me know what you guys think of the camera, how everything sounds and looks. I hope you guys like it. I hope it turns out really well. And I'm sorry there's no fish catches today. It's just not going to happen. Horrible conditions. I mean, I'm hoping next week we get into some stable weather. It looks like we might get some 70-degree days, some mid-60s. Hopefully no more snow. Hopefully not more rain for a little while anyway. I mean, everything is flooded and washed out. Everything's Mississippi brown, and it's just no good. Temperatures are still not very warm. Like I said, today it was supposed to get to a high of 50. It's probably like probably feels like 40 degrees out here because of this wind. It's still very chilly, very cold. The mornings are still below freezing here in Illinois. So every time you wake up, you know, your car is frosted, everything needs to be unthawed, everything's ice cold. And you know, for the past like month, I feel like we haven't had any weather over 40 degrees. It's been low 30s and 20s, and it's been miserable. I don't know how it is for everybody else around the world, but if you live in Illinois, big thumbs down right now. It is straight poop. But hey, I'm happy to be filming. So happy to have an action camera back in my hands, and I look forward to filming for you guys. I hope you guys are ready. And this is Matt with Mad Matt Fishing. I'll catch you guys on the next one.